guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we'll be talking about, well, it's a story time as I said before. Well, not a cutout part. Anyways, today we'll be talking about my worst summer job experience. Let's jump right into the video. So in 2000 and I don't remember which year it is. 2000 and I started Maritime 2016, and yeah, I think this was in 2018. 2018, yeah. In 2018, I did a summer experience. Before I tell you about it, so for my school, they require us to get jobs based on what we're studying. So at the time, I was studying logistics. I didn't major as yet because I was in second year. Second year? Yeah. So at the time, I was studying logistics, right? So I had to get a job, a summer experience job in the logistics field or something, something based on or off logistics, right? So anyways, seeing that I have to get a specific job, there weren't many places that I could have looked, so it was kind of hard to get the job. Anyways, I signed up with a ministry and they sent me off campus. They sent me off campus to get a job. Now this particular ministry, it takes on a lot of young people in the summer times, and to be honest, they are they are really good employers. They are. So this one year when I was sent off site to work outside of where outside of the ministry that employed me, I was sent off site to work. Now, when I started this job, I think it was for if it's not 3 weeks, it's 4. I don't remember, or a month, or I think it was a month and a week. I don't exactly remember how long it was, but yeah. So when we first started this job, we were told that we are going to go off site to work, right? So I had it in mind that alright, gonna go off site and whatever. So while they were, well, no, on the Monday came for us to go to work, to start working, because we did like everything before. So Monday was the introduction and for you to start working, like the first day of work. So on this day now, they introduce you to everybody. They tell you where you're going to work, which department, which off-site or whatever. That's when I was told that I was going to work off-site. However, when we were there, my last name begins with B, right? So my name was called in the first batch. No, after my name was called in the first batch, they still told me to sit down. And then been there waiting, and I still don't get up to go in any department nor to go off site. So I'm like, all right, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Maybe maybe they're just going to keep me here. So let us see what I'm going to do. Anyways, the Monday, everybody, because there was a lot of people there, there were a lot of summer workers there, and everybody was being called to say, you're going to go to here, you're going to go to there, and whatnot. Me, still not get called. Still no call for me. And then I'm like, look how excited I'm really not going to do anything with me this year. Maybe I'm just going to go home back or something or something. So at the end of them placing everybody in their different areas, I was the only one left there. And then when I look over the other side, there was a next girl, right? So let's call this girl Ashley. Let's call her Ashley, right? So Ashley and I were left there, and we weren't placed anywhere, but they kept on telling us that we're going to go off site. Anyways, we ended up staying at the workplace for the entire day. And the second day when we came back, the second day, they told us to go back to the previous workplace, and because they still don't place us as yet. So I'm like, all right, everybody is placed and working in their specific areas. Why we don't get placed as yet? Anyways, I don't make it bother me because we're still getting paid, right? So Ashley and I, we vibed together because she was cool and everything. So we vibed together and stuff. So they ended up allowing us to stay in on the 10th floor because that was the only place that needed someone to do something at the moment. So we still weren't sent to where we were supposed to be placed. They actually put us on the 10th floor until. So the second day came, the third day, the fourth day, still nothing. Now, Ashley and I, we got comfortable on the 10th floor. Bear in mind, 10th floor is, it's just awesome. 10th floor had the ministers, had, it had the important, to say, not important, I don't want to use important, it had the higher people. I don't know. It just had the ministers and whatever on 10th floor. So we got to meet most of the ministers. Were treated differently, everything. So Ashley and I, we got used to all of that and whatever. So I say, all right, everything nice right now. We get comfortable being on 10th floor, right? So while we're there, Ashley, she's also a university student, but I was in a higher year than she was at the time. So we got this because they never really had anything for us to do at the time. They gave us this assignment to do. Like we had to do a presentation and present it in front of the ministers and everything. Now, me, I have, sometimes I tend to get a little shy and stuff, and I have problems. Anyways, so Ashley and I did the presentation and we presented and everything, and I had some mess ups because sometimes I'm really nervous to speak in front of people. Well, not anymore at the time because I learned from that mistake, and Ashley ended up presenting for me, well, most of what I did and hers. Anyway, so we enjoyed the time there and everything. Like as I said before, Monday passed, Tuesday passed, Wednesday passed, Thursday we got a call that they're going to come pick us up. So alright, we were there and we went back to the previous workplace on Thursday. Thursday, 12 o'clock, still nobody. You know, the 3 o'clock in the evening, somebody come to pick us up, said they're going to take us to our workplaces. So now, we already got comfortable being on penthouse. Okay? 10th floor or penthouse. So we already got comfortable and everything. So I said, alright, we don't really want to go nowhere now because we never even know which part we're going to go and whatever. And we already comfortable here. So I said, well, if you want to stay, you can stay. But this is another opportunity to go somewhere different and learn something else. Alright, since we're not on 10th floor doing any like work, why not just go? Anyways, we went offsite to where we were supposed to be placed from the initial stage. When we went there, it was a smaller place. It was a smaller ministry, but it was still nice. We never had the space and everything, so it took me some time to adjust. Remember I told you from first that Ashley and I, we were vibing and everything was good. People, can I tell you that Ashley flipped? Jesus, Ashley flipped. Somebody ever flipped on you yet? Ashley flipped. So we were there, like we spent the Friday there, we came back the Monday. By the Tuesday, Ashley changed. Maybe that's how she was, but I didn't know because we've only been vibing for some days. Ashley flipped. People, when I say flipped, Ashley flipped. Ashley, I don't remember what happened, and we had an altercation. Anyways, and she decided that she's going to be the bad person, and I'm calling it on myself. So I thought that Ashley was joking when she said that she's going to be the bad person. YouTube, you ever watch the movie there and the person say, watch me here and look what me I go there? That was Ashley. Bear in mind, I thought that this girl was just joking. For the entire evening, Ashley gave me such a warm time. And you know what Ashley did, people? Is it because she knew how to get around people? Ashley got the manager and our supervisor and everybody on her side. Ashley gave me such a warm time. People, the video is getting long, but I want to give the rest of the story. Jesus, Ashley gave me such a warm time. I can remember one particular day. Ashley and I went out to the supermarket. We went after work. We went to the supermarket to get something, but I think we had to work after. We went back to the office. No, we went out to the supermarket when going home. Then the other day we came back, so we bought some things, right? Some simple stuff, you know. We bought some things, and then Ashley's, we bought the same thing, and I don't know how, but hers got missing. Ashley called down crowd on me and tell everybody that I stole her things to take to my yard. Let me tell you what it is. It was a plaster. A band-aid, a plaster. Ashley tell everybody say, me take up her plaster, carry me yard. Me said, Jesus, this girl right it. And bear in mind, you know, everybody was on Ashley's side. So I didn't have anybody to say, you know, say whatever. I had the hardest time ever. One of the hardest times ever. Now, I'll probably have to give a part 2 to this story because it's kind of very long. But, moral of the story, people aren't always what they appear to be or who they appear to be. So be careful. And what I also learned from the situation, do not judge anybody. Don't judge anybody, people. Part 2 coming soon. If you want a part 2, allow me to know in the video because there's a lot more to this. Bye guys. Remember to subscribe to my video, share, leave a like, turn on your post notification. Just show me some love. Show me some love. I'll be dancing to this to this music in my head. Show me some love.